Question 3. How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary texts? So for this question, I thought it would be easier to take a more simple approach and just kind of review each product one by one and discuss how my group purposely made different kind of relations between them so that you'd notice that they're all kind of one package. So I guess the main thing would be the color scheme. We definitely chose a kind of very formulaic color scheme, black, red, white, those kind of colors, all to remember, the kind of generic formula of horror. So we knew we wanted to kind of keep the fonts and everything very simple, and we knew that we wanted to have this theme of marriage, unity, whatever, so we thought the double ring would be an interesting kind of addition to it. And the poster was the most kind of difficult one to bring all together. I think we were most comfortable with the trailer, and the magazine cover was really fun, we were all very enthusiastic to put it all together, but then the poster, the most kind of almost pivotal to market the package, the media package, it proved most difficult. So we knew we wanted to have, the bride in the forefront, and she's on the magazine cover as well, to emulate the traditional kind of villainesque, most memorable characters in genre, having them be the forefront, be the kind of front runners of the marketing. So we knew we wanted to have the doll. She was the more iconic one of the characters, but we knew for the poster we'd have to have the two protagonists in the background, and so they wouldn't get washed out as well by the background, we wanted to mute the color. And then we did a similar kind of thing around here. We muted the back and then gave a filter to kind of emulate this rustic look that we thought worked with the way that the doll kind of looked really like antique-y. And then we created this crack to show that there was something darker underneath. And I think we also kind of did this in the trailer. And I think the crack is reminiscent of this scene in the trailer right after she screams. Yeah, this scene here, the very close kind of shot where we see her eye really closely. We thought we'd bring it back and kind of add a new layer almost to her character with this crack to kind of symbolize all the darkness underneath, how she's the almost picture perfect image of the doll. So we knew that we also wanted to have her be the forefront of the poster and the magazine cover. And then she, in the trailer, made more appearances. This kind of secondary antagonist we kept for later, and we knew we didn't want to add her to the poster or the magazine cover, just to keep her kind of wrapped around in mystery, and which was one of the positives of the feedback that we received, that it was good that our audience really didn't know nothing about her, because it meant that they wanted to. And then especially with this scene near the end where she kind of pops up again, and we knew that in doing so, in having the villain as the main image of our kind of marketing ancillary texts, we knew that we'd be adding to the kind of conventions and formula of the typical horror genre. In our social media kind of marketing as well, we did a similar kind of thing. We have the 3 products here, and when we were kind of marketing it, we have individual scenes. So we have the character picking up the doll, we have me walking with one of the characters, and then we have kind of behind the scenes editing. So with the trailer, I think we definitely wanted to keep the doll as the main, as the kind of center of the trailer. We knew we wanted her to be the primary antagonist, which is why we kept her throughout all kind of three. I think that we did a pretty good job linking them all together. So I think that they're clearly linked together. I think they have lots of similar features. In addition to the color and the typography, I think featuring the character as well, they have the same kind of atmospheric feel to it. So while the trailer goes from a narrative where it's in light and then it goes all the way to the darker scenes, I think it kind of reminisces this magazine cover, which is like more of the darker toned aspects. While we were editing it, we were very conscious of the kind of light that shone off little bits of her hair, her like fine hairs, how the dress kind of came off. We didn't want a pure white. We definitely wanted it to be tinted and kind of almost gory. While here we wanted it to be picture perfect, but we wanted to have cracks underneath the surface, and this kind of tear is similar to the crack here. They both kind of symbolize this imbalance of the picture perfect kind of image or marriage or created like projection. And then so it seems like everything's almost normal, and then underneath we have all the darkness, all the blackness of the actual story. And the two characters in the background definitely also emote that. So I think having their hands held behind the doll and their unity being threatened by her and all the cracks that she threatens to unleash relates to how as soon as she picks up the doll, we don't see this character anymore. So as soon as she comes into contact with the doll, their relationship is cracked, is unbalanced. So we never see him again throughout the trailer, which is supposed to represent the thrift in their relationship, but we see her being kind of tormenting herself. And we see them walking into darkness, but they're not holding hands, they're not in unity anymore. There's something very, very dark about it. They're walking quite literally into darkness. I think another thing that we did to combine our product and ancillary texts is the use of the conventions that we kind of stuck to. We made sure to have similar conventions throughout. So we made sure that the conventions we used in this magazine cover related to the magazine, to the poster. So having the doll be the forefront with the kind of text and the banners all around her, we wanted her to be in the forefront again with the two characters behind her in the background muted, so she'd be the main focus. And then we also have the large kind of title. Yeah, we have the titles here. And we also wanted to have the hashtag here. Yeah, the hashtag seen here. We wanted that to be in the poster. The date, of course, is also in the poster. As for the magazine cover, we have the website of the production company. So little, like, subtle things that we wanted to add to make sure that, everything grouped together. So we have the website of the production company, and here we have the social media of the production company. We have the names of all the important people involved as well. So Abby Arkley, the two main characters, which are also shown in the trailer here. Yeah, Abby Arkley, and then the two main characters. Yeah, the two main characters. So we made sure to kind of do all the professionalisms and link it all there through texts. And I think we did a really good job in the symbolism of it. So not just, slapping together a picture and marketing it in that way, but I think all the finer details that you may not kind of see through the trailer, I think are projected quite well through the magazine cover and the poster. We put a lot of thought into positioning. We put a lot of thought into the angles of the photography and all the kind of different aspects of putting it all together, just to make sure that it was a product that we were proud of and that we knew would connote to the trailer, so that every part of the trailer, every scene kind of related to it. So even here, even the blood of the white connecting to the white, we wanted the redness of the texts kind of contrasted with the white here. So we thought about all the nuances that we wanted and all the different little things. So in A2 we were much more sophisticated and professional in thinking about how we combined everything, how we made sure that everything put together was a very sophisticated package, rather than just in simplicity a poster and a magazine cover that related to the trailer. So we wanted to definitely have all the finer aspects of it relating to the trailer, relating to each other, and I think we did that quite well.